Let's talk about some high school fights that went on during my years at school. Now, I went to a pretty big school and not everybody liked each other. We had about 2,500 students in our campus. We had the smart kids group, aka the 4.0 GPAers, the cool kids, the wannabe thugs, and of course, every school has this, the druggies, and everybody else in between. So now the cool kids and the druggies were like best friends because they had some kind of underground business going on, so they were chill with each other. But they both had some kind of beef going on with the wannabe thugs. Now we'll get into that into another video. And lastly, the smart people were too worried about their classes and grades to give a crap about all this drama going on between the other groups. But I knew everybody, so I was chill with everyone. So there's this kid in my class named BR. Me and BR are like bros because I know his entire family. Now, BR had a really hot sister and she hung out with the cool kids. One weekend, she goes to this party and brings her purse along and she puts it down to grab a couple drinks to get turned up. But while she was partying, some other 11th grader kid named Druggy Crackhead comes in and steals $20 from her purse to literally buy some crack. Hence the name Druggy Crackhead. So after the party, she comes back and discovers that she's out $20 and she's pissed. But it was only $20, so she wasn't gonna make a fuss about it. The thing is, Crackhead's friend was also good friends with BR's sister. And so like 2 days later, he snitches on him and tells her that it was Crackhead who stole the money. As a result, BR and his sister don't like Crackhead anymore. So, like a week after I'm in class, I hear the fourth period bells, which means lunch. So I go off with my homies and we're going off campus to grab some Mickey D's or some pizza. And we just see BR and Crackhead just yelling in the parking lot. So me and my crew see this and we mob over to see the Xiaoming showdown that's about to happen because we know the history. When we get there, there's already like 100 homies there watching the fight go down. We just see Crackhead start pushing BR back like and then BR just snaps and then flings him back like 10 feet on the ground. So Crackhead just picks himself up and he comes back swinging and then punches BR in the face. And then we also see BR getting a clean hit and then rocking him in the side of the head. So now at this point, they're going back and forth, exchanging blow for blow. So then finally, Crackhead takes another jab at BR and this time it misses him. And BR takes one of Crackhead's earrings and then rips it off his ear and then it starts bleeding everywhere. So now there's blood dripping on the ground. I'm just standing there with my homies watching this whole thing go down, trying to make some bets with them. And I was just wishing that I would have brought some popcorn to enjoy the fight at least. Anyway, back to the fight. BR puts Crackhead into a headlock and then slams him against the car, and then they fall down and start wrestling. While they're wrestling, though, there was this parent who saw this whole fight go down, and now he finally decides it's time to break up the fight. So he comes out of his truck and breaks it up. But the thing is, at the same time, the supervision, aka the school police, came running to see what was going on because the fight crowd grew to like 200 people now. Next thing I know, everybody just locked eyes for a second, looking at each other like, it's time. And then everybody just booked it. It was literally every man for himself. Some kids just took off and started running, other kids just dipped into their cars and drove off. I'm watching this all unfold and I just look over and see the druggies just hurdling like 20 students into their van and driving off. I've never seen 200 people disappear so fast in my life before. I just stood around with my crew acting like we saw nothing. And then supervision came up to us trying to get some info on what happened. It was like, did you guys see anything? And we were all like, nah, we just came here. We don't know what happened. So then supervision just turns around, walks to another group, and then that group just snitches on everything that went down. The whole fight, everything, BR and Crackhead. And guess what? The next day, both BR and Crackhead get suspended for 3 days. So, the moral of the story is, don't get caught and don't snitch. See you guys next time. Peace.